usual, but that's okay. All right. So, again, taking a moment, settling in here. Maybe a few deep breaths. I always like to wiggle a little bit and just see how my body's feeling. And inviting yourself to begin our practice. What does that look like? How can you find your comfortable seat? What does comfort mean for you today? So, as you breathe, start to have this dialogue with your body, asking your body if there's adjustment, um, any adjustment that would feel helpful as you notice the rhythm of your breath. And give yourself this time to settle in. As we start with the body. Let's start with the mind today. So, as you start to notice thoughts coming and going, allow yourself to notice them, to allow these thoughts to come and go. And as these thoughts come and go, just continually remind yourself that you are here and you are practicing. And in this moment, that is what you are focused on, being here and practicing. It does not mean that your thoughts cannot come and go, but they certainly are not welcome to stay or to be followed. One of my teachers uses the metaphor of letting your thoughts come in through the front door and leave through the back door without serving them tea in the middle. And that's a good reminder that so often, as thoughts or even sensations arise, we come in so quickly with managing them of, oh, this thought can't be here. I should be having these thoughts. Or getting lost in the thought of, oh, you're right, I do need to go to the grocery store. And what does it look like to just let them come and go? The same way clouds and weather and all sorts of natural things just pass around us. And we do this by bringing our focus back to our breath and by gently reminding ourselves that we are here in this moment. One of my favorite mantras, and it's a great one for people that struggle with affirmations. I am here, it is now. And yes, you can love tea, but don't serve it to your thoughts. Keep the tea for yourself. Hmm. I am here, it is now. What would it really feel like to be fully present in this moment? To feel your breath moving in your body. To allow your thoughts to come and go. What would that feel like? And if your first thought is, I don't know, that's okay. Get curious. Throughout our practice, you might find that there are times when you're able to enter that space of true mindfulness, where you're just fully present. And then other times when your thoughts are swirling. And that can be the same practice. When I teach yoga, I tend to have us hold tree pose, which is a balancing posture, for a little longer than I used to when I first started teaching. And it's for really the same reason, because it's long enough that most of my students have that time to get that perfect tree where they're truly balanced, where they're aligned, and then also to wobble and come out of balance. And that's truly what this practice is. It's experiencing little bits of what we're sort of striving for while also being very human. And in the meantime, trying not to strive, allowing our practice to be without expectations. So maybe checking in with your body. What does your body feel like? What does it feel like to breathe in your body? Maybe today this curiosity looks like expanding your breath a little bit bigger, taking full inhales and complete exhales, or simply noticing the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice how your feet are making contact with the floor. Maybe they're flat as you sit in a chair, or maybe you're sitting cross-legged and it's the sides of your feet making contact with the ground. This gentle curiosity is what it's all about. Notice where your body's making contact with whatever surface you're sitting on. Is there something that your back is touching? Another way we can utilize our breath is by sitting up slightly taller with each inhale and letting tension just melt away on the exhale. So feeling that stretch and then softening just alongside the rhythm of our breath. Maybe noticing what your hands are doing. Sometimes I'll have my hands resting palm open in my lap. Often I'll find they'll come together either one palm in front of the other with thumbs touching, or more often fingers interwoven with thumbs touching, resting in my lap. Just feeling those points of contact, maybe of your hands against each other, or wherever your hands or arms are resting in your body. Just again, bringing this curiosity. And notice if you find yourself criticizing any part of this experience. Can you soften just a little bit around that criticism? And if there's ever a should, then ask yourself, who said? This mindfulness is about being aware of what's in this present moment. And part of that awareness is noticing that our mind can go other places. Your mind's job is to think. Our goal here is to invite some ease around that. I mentioned earlier my favorite mantra, I am here, it is now. Mantras or different phrases to keep in mind are a great way to give ourselves something to focus on. So there's a lot of really wonderful focal points. Thich Nhat Hanh has a lot of fantastic quotes, and this is a book of gathas or mindfulness verses for daily living. So a few weeks ago, we did a longer one around the breath. This is a shorter one around the breath. So I will recite it a few times. And I just invite you to follow along with me, and then we'll sit with it for a bit. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment. I know this is a wonderful moment. And just a few rounds of breath, just noticing how those words felt. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment. I know this is a wonderful moment. What does it feel like to notice the wonder present in this moment? To invite calm, to bring a gentle smile to your face. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. That feels really helpful for me when my mind starts to get in that cycle of, oh, I'll be happy when, or I'll be happy if. What does it look like to cultivate that gratitude, contentment in this moment? I mean, how neat is it that we get to meditate together from different states and even different countries? That is truly one of the things that makes this a wonderful moment. And of course, we can have goals, we can have things we're working towards. But can we feel that right now, in this moment, you are breathing? You have created the time for meditation. You are listening to your body and your mind. Perhaps using these new eyes or this new focal point to really observe the space that you're in. Maybe noticing colors, shapes. For me, I'm noticing maybe instead of seeing things that need to be put away, I get to notice how colorful my belongings are. The post-it notes that I have with my to-do lists are also brightly colored, allowing the sounds around you to be just that, sounds around you. We're going to move now into our loving kindness. So, at this practice, we have 4 well wishes. And we'll begin by offering these well wishes to ourselves. We'll then move on to a loved one, a dear friend or family member. Maybe someone who represents conflict, and then all beings. I don't think I've done this particular version in our practice before. So it'll be interesting to hear if you all enjoy it, or rather, what you notice as we go through it. So again, beginning with yourself. And sometimes I'll place my hands on my belly or on my heart. And I'll recite each line and then leave some time for you to repeat after me, either silently or aloud. May my heart stay open in the storm. May my voice speak for what is just. May my hands extend in generosity. May my presence be a refuge. Noticing what came up for you as you gave yourself those well wishes. And now extending these well wishes to a dear friend or family member. May your heart stay open in the storm. May your voice speak for what is just. May your hands extend in generosity. May your presence be a refuge. Moving on to someone who represents conflict, not a main person who has really caused distress, or especially not trauma, but just someone maybe you're struggling a bit with right now. And with this person in mind, may your heart stay open in the storm. May your voice speak for what is just. May your hands extend in generosity. May your presence be a refuge. And then in our final recitation, we work with all beings. So for all beings, I slightly rework the lines, but I again will recite and then pause. May the hearts of all beings stay open in the storm. May the voices of all beings speak for what is just. May all beings extend and experience generosity. May all beings provide and experience refuge. Feeling this connection to these well wishes. Perhaps reflecting on how your daily actions can be in alignment. Knowing that we do not need to solve the world's problems single handedly, but that we can look at our daily actions as a way to move us closer. And that by taking time today to find your center, to connect with who you are, and move forward with intention, that you are already doing this. And as our time together begins to come to a close, I invite you to bring your palms together in front of your heart space. Taking a moment here to reflect with gratitude, with reverence, as you thank yourself for making time for meditation, and feel joyful with all of the people who meditated alongside you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will be here at the same time next week. So go ahead and mark your calendars. Yeah, it was, oh, I love all the hearts. Thank you. Um, Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever it takes you. Take care.